Hi everyone, so I just filmed my makeup tutorial for Effie Trinket, which is what I'm still wearing now, which is why it looks a little bit crazy. But if you want to know how to do this look, I'll leave the links below. So what I'm going to do today is the Hunger Games tag, and I just saw Joey Graceffa and Alex Carpenter's video, so I'll link theirs down below as well if you want to watch theirs. Just a little disclaimer. If you haven't read The Hunger Games, firstly, why haven't you? You should go read them now. But secondly, you might not want to watch this because it will contain spoilers. But that's all of that. The first question is, what is your favourite book in the Hunger Games trilogy? I'd probably say the first book is purely because this is where it all started, and I'd never read anything like this before. And although The Hunger Games is kind of repeated, and I did enjoy reading that, I think the original games that I read about was my favourite. Question 2 is, how long would you last in the Hunger Games? I'd like to think I'd last a long time, but I think I'd be pretty rubbish actually. I'd probably run away and then try and hide somewhere, but I probably wouldn't be able to find any food or water, and I probably wouldn't want to kill anyone either, so I probably wouldn't last very long at all. 3 is, what is the strangest thing you thought was going to happen in the books? This probably isn't the strangest thing, but I didn't think that Katniss and Peter would get together in the end. I thought that Katniss was always gonna just do it for the TV cameras to get the sponsors, and then in the end I thought she'd go back to Gale. That's kind of what I wanted to happen. But kind of reading it again, I do see how she felt for Peter. But still, I like Gale better. Question 4 even is, how were you introduced to the Hunger Games? My friends were talking about it at school, and they mentioned they were reading these books about teenagers killing each other in an arena, and there was whole games and people were watching it, and I thought it was the most bizarre thing I'd ever heard. But they said it was really good, so I asked for the book for Christmas, and it actually sat on my shelf for quite a while. But then as soon as I started reading, I was hooked, and I read it straight through. And I didn't have the second and third books, so I borrowed them from my friend and read those straight through as well. But I now have my own copies, so I can read them again. And now I encourage everyone else to read them too. Question 5 is, what's your favourite moment that happens in the Hunger Games? That'll probably be in the first one, before the games start and they're doing the kind of trials so they can get their score. And Katniss is so fed up of everyone not paying attention to her that she has her bow and arrow and shoots the apple or the food on the plate. It just kind of made me feel that she was so angry at what was happening and how she was probably going to get killed, but they weren't even prepared to watch her, shoot a couple of bows. Arrows even. So that was probably my favourite bit. Question 6 is, who is your favourite character? I do like Katniss because of the kind of strength and determination she shows, but also she does get a little bit annoying in the third book. Well, not annoying, but I didn't like her character quite so much then. The other character I also really like is Rue, just because she's so trusting to form that kind of allegiance with a different district, and she was so clever and really bright. And so it was such a shame that she died, like a lot of the characters. Question 7 is, what district would you live in? I don't really know. Maybe District 10, because they have lots of agriculture and I like animals. But they're probably quite poor because they're near 12. So probably like to live in 1, where they're the richest. Question 8 is, what was the most emotional moment in the books for you? That would probably be in the last book, and when they blow up the area and then all the medics come in and then they set off another bigger bomb, and Prim dies. I thought it was such a sad ending, and especially because Gale was kind of behind it, and I thought that kind of was why Katniss could never really truly love him, because he eventually kind of was responsible for killing her sister. And just the way it was done, with the fact that they came back in to help and then their help was kind of rewarded with death. I thought that was really emotional, especially when I read it. And even after I finished the books, I kept thinking back, you know, I knew it was a strategic plan, but I just, because you get so close to the characters, I really couldn't get past Rue's death, Rome's death even, and Rue's death, all the characters' deaths. I didn't like any of them. What item from home would you take into the arena with you? This is probably really stupid, but I take my laptop, because then I'd be like Googling, how do I get out of here because I'm trapped, or like there's a fireball coming straight at me, what do I do, or my leg's just been blown off, how am I going to survive? Google is my friend, and so I would always be asking it what to do, although it'd probably be no use. Do you think there's internet connection in Hunger Games? I don't know. Number 10. What was the most evil plan someone made in the books? That's probably going back to the emotional question, the one where the bombing and then the second bombing, so there's more deaths. I know the whole Hunger Games is kind of a massive evil plan, but I really thought that one was really, really evil. Question number 11. What are you looking forward to the most in the film? That would probably be just kind of seeing it all come to life, all the characters. I think I've seen kind of the pictures that are released and everything, and I really like the casting now. I wasn't sure to start with, but they've really grown on me. And just kind of the chemistry between the characters as well, and how it's going to develop throughout the film. So that's all the questions I'm going to do for this video. I tag all of you to go do this now, and you can leave your responses either as a video or as a comment. I'd love to see and read what you would answer these questions with. And remember, you can leave comments, requests and questions and all that stuff, and all the details will be at the bottom. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a really good day, and since I'm Effie, I will say may the odds be ever in your favour. Bye!